is your purpose? This question has been asked over 100 or even 1,000 times by myself, and yet I still can't find one. I asked almost every friend to get some inspiration, but guess what? Out of 10 people, none of them have their purpose clear in mind. After that makes me thinking, is thinking your own purpose that hard? After thinking for 1 day, 3 hours, 9 minutes, and 3 seconds, I gave up thinking. Right after I stopped thinking, I felt happiness flooding in my mind. Just like that, I discovered that my purpose is simply just to be happy. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce the purpose of my life, which is to make everyone happy. Try to think about it. What do you always do as a teenager? For the parents, what do you think your children always do? From what I know from my friends, what they do is just study, study, and study. They study at school, they go to tuition, study again, go back home, still study. I feel that my friends are like a study robot with no feeling. Not only that, they still feel stressed about it. Some of them even commit to suicide if they can't cope with that much stress. This is the world that I don't like that much. I would prefer a world that has more happiness. This is where my strengths come in handy. I love to smile and laugh a lot. This is a way to spread happiness. Life is just like a mirror. Smile to it and it smiles back to you. So I encourage all of you to put on a smiley face anytime, anywhere. I also love to make some jokes to make other people laugh. Do you guys know why the ocean is blue? Because the fish in the ocean always blue, 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 blue. Very cool, right? Another one. Do you guys know which country is the coldest? It is Thailand. Because Thailand. Okay. Based on the discussion above, there's one occupation that is really suitable for me, which is none other than a comedian. Nowadays, the whole world is full with negative information or video. Every time I wake up and scroll through the social media, I saw my friend broke up, or some disaster caused many damage, or even death. So it is really sad to see lots of negative story. Hence, I want to be a comedian to let other people laugh with my content and me together. I hope in the future, I can bring happiness to others by using my own mouth. This way, I can accomplish my dream to make everyone happy. Everyone knows that to succeed in a specific field is very challenging, but this won't stop me. I work harder on my speaking and thinking skills. Even if I didn't make it to become a comedian, I also try my best to make other people happy in other ways. So, I have my purpose already. Do you have yours? Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, I'm Xin Chi. Finding your why is important. It basically means finding your purpose in life. But in order to find your why, you must first understand what the world needs, what your strengths, and what you love to do the most. Firstly, in our world, we need more peace between genders. Have you ever heard of gender inequality? I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard it before. But I always puzzle. Why do they need to compare genders? Is that really important? Let me share you an experience of mine. Once, I was scrolling through YouTube and I found this one particular video. It was a comparing about how female and men eat. But I was like, is that really something to compare about? And then I was about to send a very rude message to the person, but then I wondered, hey, that's that's not the right thing to do. The right thing to do is just ignore them, because commenting on their videos would basically mean giving them more attention, and basically like letting them do it again. Now, I'm going to move on to my second question. What are my strengths? My strengths are ensuring peace between friends, or known as the peacemaker. I have friends that usually argue with each other. Whenever they argue, I was always in the middle stopping the fight. As for an example, we went out for a friend's outing trip, and during lunchtime, my friends argue with each other about what to eat about. They were suggesting all kinds of food, like shabu shabu, hot pot, steamboat, Korean, Western, Japanese, and more. Until I suggested, why don't we all go for food court? It has everything we want to eat there. It's the best option since all of you wanted to eat all different kinds of food. And but they hesitated for a while. They were thinking, should I? Should we? But then in the end, they agreed to it, and I was happy. Ever since then, in my friend group, I was nicknamed the peacemaker. And finally, to my last question. What do I love to do? I love to sing, honestly. Singing is like another part of me that has never been fully discovered yet. Actually, at first, I never knew I could sing. I first started when I was 11. Out of the songs I listened and I sang, I really think Cupid by 50/50 is really perfect for me. I kept singing it, and singing it, and finally, after practicing for almost a few years, 2 years, because I started when I was 11, it was perfect, it was excellent, and my voice was perfect for the song. Once I recorded myself when I was 11, and when I first started basically, and wow, I realized how much my voice changed. My voice turned from soft, cute, nice, petite into a much more deeper voice. But this is also good because this shows I'm getting more matured. Yeah. And finally, as a conclusion, finding your why is very important. I hope that everyone can find a why in their life. As Lao Tzu says, knowing others is an intelligence, but knowing yourself is a true wisdom. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rachel, and I stand before you today to present a most wanted topic, finding your why. I believe everyone has asked yourself these questions. Who am I? Why am I here? And what am I? To bring an answer to these questions, it's essential to understand what the world needs, what do you love to do, and what is your strength. In my opinion, I think that the world needs more love. The world needs more love for our mother nature, for our strangers, anyone who don't even know. You can just spread your love to them and make them feel warm and warm them from their daily life. And you also need more love for the needy, more love for the animals, and also lastly, most importantly, more love for ourselves. With the advancing technology, people are often seen multitasking. Let me ask you some questions. Do you pay attention to your surroundings? Have you ever used your phone while you're dining? I believe the answer is yes. Nowadays, phones, or more specifically, social media, is distracting us from focusing on our daily life. It's not hard to spot people walking while texting on their phone, or eating while watching Instagram reels or watching the television. All of these social phenomena points to a saddening conclusion. What is that? And that is, people now have forgotten to live in the present. We have forgotten how to be with ourselves in the present. I've just realized this yesterday when I was taking the RT back home. Since I was trying out a new route home, I took time to really look around at my surroundings. Everyone else was either on their phone, listening to music, playing games or like Genshin or Mobile Legends, watching videos, and some were sleeping because they had a tired day from work, returning home from work. So yeah, everyone was not focusing on their surroundings. But unlike usual, I put down my phone and focused on the sceneries outside on the window, and I actually realized that the sceneries outside is actually quite beautiful. I got to see a beautiful lake, and I also found a power station. I wondered what goes on there, and a sewage station where they clean our water. And that day, I was quite surprised and quite amused at what I saw, and I pondered that why did I just realize this today? Why did I just realize this now? And I came to the conclusion that I was focusing on the present, on where am I, what am I here, why am I here, and what am I listening to, what am I looking at? And that's why I got to realize these things that I never noticed before. So that day after I went back, I was tired, of course, but I was quite happy because I found out a new discovery that I should do more often in the future. So in conclusion, I haven't found out exactly what is my aim in my life yet, but I did found out how would I work my way to finding my purpose. I believe if I keep being more observational to my surroundings, one day I would find out what I want to do step by step. Yes, I don't know how many of you have actually really put down your phone and listened to me on my speech, but I highly encourage everyone to do so more frequently in your daily life. I urge everyone to put down your phone and focus on the present. Try to pay attention to your surroundings. You'll surprisingly notice things that you have never paid attention to. That's all from me. Thank you.